Hey, I'm Kev. Welcome to my first Survivor recap, and it is in its 27th season. And this season, it's blood versus water, and it's just basically returning players with their loved ones against each other. So now a few little things I want to say before I start with this. I am a huge fan of this kind of reality TV shows, game shows, but I haven't watched a lot of Survivor seasons. I started in season 21 with Nicaragua, and I did not watch One World. I may not know a lot of details about the past contestants and the history, and not be able to compare stuff, and maybe that's gonna be my downfall, and that's why I was kind of afraid of doing this because I know Survivor is such a huge show, and there's so many diehard fans that have watched this since the first season, and now me not knowing a lot of these details coming and bringing you my thoughts and opinions. Well, I guess you can say that my thoughts and opinions come from a fresh mind. Okay, so the show starts, and I'm not gonna name all of the people because there are just too many people, and I'm bad with names. But the pairs, the loved ones, come to the island, and actually they are not starting with the division of the tribes, and they don't know what they're gonna do, but they have to sleep just like that in the middle of wherever they are, and basically they just threw them in the middle of nowhere, like in random places. Now it comes to day one, and now they know they're gonna be divided, and the loved ones are gonna be a team, a tribe, and the returning players are gonna be another tribe. So the returning players are called Galang, and I love the name of this tribe because MIA has a song called Galang, 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 Galang. I'm a huge fan of MIA, but just that's why I love the name. They get separated, and right away, people are started being dramatic because of their wives and their husbands and stuff like that. And I was like, okay, too much drama. You guys are gonna see each other. You guys have already been away. Now, like just like that, they haven't even gone to their place where they're gonna start building stuff, and they have to vote somebody off the tribe. And I'm like, are you serious? Let them poor people at least have a day to experience what it is they're gonna do in Survivor. Like that, I thought that was so unfair. But anyways, so the returning players, well, the new players, the loved ones, they pick Laura because of his or of her husband Rupert, and it seems like he's a really great player. The return players vote, and their vote is for Candace. And now Candace is really beautiful. She's such a beautiful girl. When I saw her, I'm like, who is that girl? She is freaking beautiful. And now here comes the twist. The loved one can actually switch places with that person, and if I was Rupert, I would have done the same because I already got 4 chances to play Survivor and to have this experience. Okay, I'm gonna let my loved one who has never done this go and have an opportunity to experience this. So Rupert does take her position, and now Laura is in the returning players team or tribe. I'm sorry. And Law and Candice did not switch. They're going to Redemption Island, so they're not going home. Okay. First I was like, if they go home, that's just gonna be bad. But Redemption Island, there's gonna be duels, and for one of them to come back. So now they get to the camping, and well, the returning players, they have already done this, they know all of this stuff, and the dude from One World, he says he's not that mean person and this and that, but I'm like, we need to see actions. We need to see actions. But the team is really put together, and they put together a good camp, a great camp, and they actually get fire. While the loved ones, they're trying to put something together, but they don't have fire. Brad, the NFL player, I think he's an NFL player. He is making alliances. He already messed it up in the first day by saying that, like, he would give everything through his wife and stuff like that. And I mean, he is already a bit fishy. So he wants all of the guys to vote off the girls. And I mean, if you look at that way, it's just way too easy. And they even said it's just that easy. And to me, it just sounds fishy. They go to the game. Jeff is asking questions. They ask the loved ones if they have fire, and since the returning player said they had fire, the loved ones are like, oh yes, we had fire. So they lie about getting fire. Okay, so we get to the game. In the game, they have to go over and get a bow and come back and do a puzzle. So now the game starts. And actually, I'm really surprised with the Ted Hannah. I'm really surprised with their how they're working together, and just the way they swim all the way to the other end. It's just amazing because you can see the teamwork, and I was really happy watching them because they were like, okay, that they're doing right now good. And in the other team, it takes too long. But I mean, Jervis, he cannot swim. I mean, he is tired, and I'm like, are you serious? Get your shit together. So Red gets to the Ten Hannah gets to the boat first, and they're right off, and they get to the beach, while Galang is still like in their boat, but they're like going the other way, and it's just a huge mess. So now the girls that are gonna do the puzzles are just have a huge advantage. And now it's basically mom versus daughters at this point in puzzles, and they had a huge start, and they're like freaking out, and they don't know what to do. And then now finally, Galan comes to the beach, and they start the puzzle, and these women are so freaking fast. They get out the puzzle, and they start doing the puzzles, and as soon as you know it, they're freaking done. The other girls are freaking out. From the newbies are just freaking out. And you know what? I was cheering for the newbies because I always love an underdog. I just love rooting for the rookies. You know, I just love it. And just like that, they just beat their daughters' asses, and they win. So at this point, Jervis is just like jumping around and cheering like in your face, and that's how you do it. And I'm like, what? Are you serious? Like you were just freaking dying in the water, and now you're like gloating in front of. Oh, it was just bad. Like, so now they're just safe, and Hannah has to go and vote somebody off. So now they get to the beach, and they're talking about Jervins, and they just don't like the way he acted, and they want to take it on off of his knees. Okay, so now the guys, we all know they're close, and they created a bond, and they want to eliminate the girls, and it is just so uneven that I just really feel bad for girls, and I don't know which of the girls are gonna be like eliminated. As we get to the tribal council, and it seems that everybody is talking bad about Jervis's niece, or well, not her, but Jervis's, and his actions are reflecting on her, and I thought that was so unfair, and they should have just gone with something else because I don't think that was fair. And seriously, what she said in the tribal council, I thought was perfect. So now I'm really scared for Jervis's knees. Now they vote, and almost all of the votes were for his knees, Jervis's knees, and I'm like, are you serious? Like, she looks like a okay player, but she's not going home right away. She's going to the Redemption Island so she could duel it out with the other two, Candace and Rupert. Oh, and let me add, they show a clip from the Redemption Island, and Candace is really annoyed because Rupert is not doing anything. But now his strategy changed. Why? Because, well, he says he always gives it all in the tribe, but not in the games. He's so word out in the games that it's just not right. And he is not, his strategy is now not doing anything and sleeping and being on the beach all day. Wow. Candace is like, okay, stuff here needs to be done. So she's basically doing everything, and he's like, well, if she wants to do it, she can do it because I'm not doing stuff. She's wasting her energy. I'm not telling her to waste her energy, and he's kind of right there. But I feel bad for Candace too because, like, I really want to see all the players. Like, I want to see all the players in the game. Like, why did they do that? Thank you for watching. I'll promise I'll get better because I really always have something to say about what I watch, and I always have an opinion. So see you later, alligators. Bye bye.